Hello, Scorpio Moons, and welcome to my first video in my very first series, which focuses on tarot readings around the energies of the full moon and new moon. So bi-monthly I'll be releasing videos, and the focus of course is on the moon signs, which I really feel is a very transformational energy. And so I really hope it's going to be very powerful for you. And Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio moon myself. I was born under a Scorpio new moon actually. And so I really resonate with you guys. And I know that you're incredibly deep feeling, psychic, intuitive. I mean, you are the archetype of the occult, of magic. Of course, we can be a little bit more darkly aspected as well. Destructive. Yes, destructive. We can be incredibly self-destructive as well. But when that destruction is focused on destroying what no longer serves us so that we can rebuild and be born anew and embody that symbol of the phoenix and rise from the ashes, rise from the flames, because of course Scorpio has that aspect of being Mars ruled as well as Pluto ruled, more modernly of course. Anyway, I'm not really an astrologer, it's just an interest for me. Ooh. Alright, so for this full moon, Scorpios, I'd really like for you to have a focus. Yes, and this ancestral energy really is coming through quite a few times at the moment. I really want you to try, if you can't, then you can't. But I'd really like for you to try and come near a big body of natural water. If possible, maybe it's the ocean, maybe it's a river, maybe it's a lake. If you can't, then just working with a bowl of water or something like this can also be powerful. And maybe you can put that bowl of water under the full moon. Place some intention on it. Of course, only put good intentions in the water if you're going to drink it, or if you're going to use it to cleanse stones afterwards, or perhaps you're going to use it to, in a sense, baptize yourself or cleanse yourself. But I really feel that working with water is going to be very powerful for you this year, this full moon in Aquarius. And of course Aquarius has this humanitarian energy attached to it, and so it can really invoke our senses and our feelings around collective energy and wanting the best for the world around us. And of course it can also make us feel very sensitive towards all the things that seem very wrong in the world right now and need healing. And there certainly is a lot of healing that is needed right now, but there's also a lot of healing that is currently taking place, and I really feel this. So I'd really like you to do some kind of ritual that surrounds water, that works with water. And if you have, if you're fortunate enough to live near the ocean and you can get some ocean water, putting the ocean water on your forehead, a little bit on the top of your crown, really to cleanse these channels so that you can work with receiving important information. And the information I feel that's really coming through for you, and I really want you to work with your own intuition here, because I'm just here to lay down a framework, but you receive your own knowledge and information, and you know what is true for you. And of course there are multiple truths. And here's the thing. We're working with ancestral healing right now. And sometimes for you, Scorpio especially, that ancestry is not even necessarily the bloodline ancestry. It's a collective ancestry, because essentially when we go all the way back to the beginning, we are all connected, we are all one. If we go really right the way back to that big bang where everything was condensed into this tiny ball, we were all connected, every single little particle in the entire universe, before it exploded out and expanded, and now we're a part of that expanding process. We are all connected. And so I really get the sense that you are reaching right through that ancestry, right through to the microbials, and remembering that connection that we have to everything, and our ability to affect change on the macrocosm through the change and the work we do on the macrocosm. So the self-work that you're invoking right now, beautiful Scorpio moons, I want you to make sure that that destructive force, that destructive fire that you're igniting, is only the destruction of that which no longer serves you, which means it also no longer serves the greater world around you. And the things we're going to purge into that fire are any limiting beliefs about yourself and about the world around you, are any childhood traumas and past life traumas. Oh yes, past life traumas are coming through for you guys. And that purging you're doing of those past life traumas, it's not only for you. It's not only for you, it's for your future generations. It's for our future generations. It really is time for us to do this powerful healing work right now. I'd like to pull a couple of the tarot cards for you guys as well, for Scorpio Moon. Oh yes, and I'm also going to take this. Yes. This is the second time this has come up. Alright, I'm going to read only those 4. So 6 of Cups is really reiterating this releasing of the childhood trauma and the releasing of the past, letting go of the childhood, working with the inner child. Inner child work is incredibly powerful, and I suggest you do some healing of the inner child. And if you haven't done some reading about the inner child, it's really going to be a powerful thing for you to look up. A lot of books have been released around this, and we also have the 9 of Cups. So I really want you to be watching your thoughts and the intentions you're placing, because often we can be unconscious about the kinds of intentions we're placing on our day just by having negative thoughts or playing through that old painful movie, in terms of feeling sorry for ourselves, because when we sit and feel sorry for ourselves, we just reaffirm ideas that we don't actually want to create for our futures. And so I'd really like you to focus upon replacing any of those poor me thoughts with powerful me thoughts. I can rise above this. My shoulders are broad enough. I can release. These external things do not need to affect me. I'm so centered in myself. These are the kinds of thoughts that you need to be thinking about yourself, because you are placing your orders with the universe. And this 9 of Cups card is really the wish card, and it's saying, it's the universe saying to you, your wish is my command, your wish is my command. And every single thought, every single action, every single word you're speaking is manifesting that world. So are you saying poor me, or are you saying powerful me? And I really want you to align your work practice with these kinds of values. And I really want you to question whether your business, if you're a business owner, or whether your approach to your work is reflecting the ways in which you are transforming and changing for yourself. And then we also have the High Priestess. So there really are some very, 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 very powerful energies that you have access to at the moment and through this full moon. And I really want you to take enough time, as much as you can, to sit in quiet with yourself. Whether that be only when you go to this body of water, if you can, or whether that is your daily practice of meditation, which certainly is, the more often you can go there and sit with this and plant those seeds and visualize the beautiful visions that you have for the future, the more powerful it will be. And the more time you can spend throwing away old beliefs, letting go of old painful memories, or even recreating those old painful memories through the inner child work. Wow, you guys really need to do some inner child work. You see, the thing is, Scorpio moons, you are so powerful, but wounded Scorpios are so destructive. It really, really, really is your responsibility for yourself and for the world around you to do this deep inner work. And if you haven't started already, and I get the sense many of you have, this full moon is a very, very powerful time for you to start sending those old beliefs into the destructive fire so that you may be reborn again. Fire into the water, into that metaphorical womb, into that new womb, the embryotic fluids, cleansed and new. May it be a powerful moon for you. With love, Scorpio moon.